Atlanta, the Georgia Bulldogs emerged victorious in an intense SEC championship game against the Texas Longhorns, securing a dramatic 22-19 overtime win. However, the triumph was clouded by uncertainty as Georgia's starting quarterback, Carson Beck, suffered an injury that could impact the team's playoff trajectory. This showdown between two college football playoff-bound teams proved the enduring importance of conference championships, especially when injuries and performance shifts could alter the postseason landscape. Georgia, ranked number 2 entering the game, solidified its playoff spot with the victory, but the extent of Beck's injury looms as a critical concern. Beck's injury raises questions. Beck's injury occurred on the final play of the first half when he was sacked and fumbled the ball. The chaotic sequence nearly resulted in a Texas touchdown. Beck remained on the field for several moments before heading to the locker room. Head coach Kirby Smart described the injury as affecting Beck's upper extremity, noting that the quarterback experienced pain and lacked the grip strength necessary to throw. "We need to do an MRI and fully evaluate the situation," Smart said postgame. Backup quarterback Gunnar Stockton took the reins in the second half and performed admirably, leading the Bulldogs to their first touchdown of the game and later setting up a critical field goal. While Stockton's leadership sparked optimism, his inexperience showed late in the fourth quarter with a costly interception that allowed Texas to tie the game. A game of missed opportunities. Texas struggled with self-inflicted wounds throughout the game, a factor that ultimately doomed its championship bid. Penalties nullified 2 first-half interceptions and a field goal, while 2 missed field goals further hampered the Longhorns' momentum. The challenge in games like this is capitalizing on opportunities, Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian said. "We had chances early on, but we just couldn't execute." Despite these setbacks, Texas fought back in the fourth quarter. Quarterback Quinn Ewers connected with DeAndre Moore for a 41-yard touchdown to tie the game at 13. Ewers later led a last-minute drive to set up a game-tying field goal by kicker Bert Auburn, who redeemed himself after missing 2 earlier attempts. Overtime heroics. In overtime, Texas struck first with a 27-yard field goal by Auburn. The pressure then shifted to Stockton and the Georgia offense. After a punishing scramble by Stockton brought the Bulldogs within striking distance, running back Trevor Etienne sealed the victory with a gritty 4-yard touchdown run. Adding a symbolic touch to the dramatic finish, Beck, still in pads but visibly uncomfortable, returned to the field to hand off the ball for the game-winning play. Implications for Georgia. Georgia's immediate focus now turns to Beck's injury and its potential impact on their playoff seeding. The memory of Florida State's exclusion from the 2023 playoffs, despite an undefeated season, looms large. The CFP selection committee deemed Florida State a materially weaker team after losing starting quarterback Jordan Travis and opted to include Alabama instead. Though Georgia's second-half performance under Stockton was promising, Beck's absence raises questions about the Bulldogs' ability to compete at the highest level against elite playoff opponents. Looking ahead, Georgia's resilience and ability to adapt under pressure were evident in the SEC championship, but the path forward remains uncertain. With the playoffs looming, the Bulldogs' hopes hinge on Beck's recovery and Stockton's readiness to step up if necessary. This dramatic victory reaffirmed Georgia's championship pedigree, but as the team celebrates its SEC title, all eyes are on the medical evaluations that will determine its postseason fate.